So on this week's episode is a two-part video on how I got myself in a really wet situation. My name is Crystal, I'm the outdoor Latina, and I headed over to Frontenac Provincial Park for my first ever backwoods camping experience. However, it didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to. So let's get started on how I planned this trip and managed to set up camp on one of the wettest storms of the summer. And please follow and subscribe for more videos. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm packing. So, mind you, I've never done this before, so we are gonna be going to Frontenac Provincial Park just for 2 nights. Almost done basically. It's packed, camera. I mean, I'm only taking the GoPro, so that's gonna be fun. And then food, everything's already, it's like I'm going for like a week. I'm gonna be taking this brand, Alpine Air. Have never tried it, don't know if it's good, so this is gonna be an experience. This is basically all of my dinner and breakfast. Is only 2 nights, so dinner, breakfast, and I am taking an extra one just in case. Never done water filtration. I tested it here to make sure that it worked. I'm also taking some aqua tabs just to make sure everything's kind of gone. So that's going to be an experience for the first time, so I'll show you guys how that works. It is supposed to rain quite a bit, so originally I was just going to take my tent, but because of the sheer amount of rain, I've decided to bring a tarp with me. It takes a lot of planning to do this, but basically that. We are all ready to go now. Everything's been packed. Oh my god, I feel like I'm going forever. I am a little bit, actually I'm more of a little bit nervous. I was about to cancel, but I called and the park doesn't get flash flooding there really, so I'm gonna go for it. But it's supposed to rain now, 75 to 100 millimeters of rain. So I'm just heading to my car now. This is my building. And I am literally ready. You can see the size of the back. We're on our way to Frontenac Provincial Park for my first ever backwoods camping experience. And of course, just my luck, it's probably one of the worst rainfalls we've had the entire summer. Frontenac Provincial Park is about I would say like 40 minutes north of Kingston. So from my house, I live on the west end of Toronto. It's about a 3-hour drive all in. Biggest park, but it's a good sized park. So there's at least 15 campsites. So you could easily do like a 5 or more day camping experience here, and kind of change campsites throughout. So that's kind of what makes this place really interesting compared to other Ontario parks. Just because even though Algonquin has, you know, like the backcountry sides, but it might just be like one area you hike in, this one you kind of are able to do multiple different spots and make your own loops and trail kind of choices throughout. So it's really looking forward to seeing how it feels to carry everything. I'm also looking forward to being able to build my campsite with just everything that I brought. And I'm also looking forward to enjoying, really enjoying and checking out this park. I've never been. Gear is limited for people like me, and trying to find gear that works for this type of weather is hard. So I sure as heck do not want to be pruny. You know what I mean? Like when you hike a lot and you get really wet and then you get pruny. Yeah, it's fine for the first hour, but if you're doing it for a few or, you know, longer than 4 hours, it can get uncomfortable, and you can also get blisters on your feet. Frontenac Park office. Made it to the park office. I got my permit, so I'm heading back to the car. As you can see, it's really rainy right now. and I'm already getting soaked. Yeah, I did bring a different rain jacket, but yeah, I'm already getting wet. I'm just gonna accept that I'm gonna get soaked, so I might as well embrace it now. We're driving a pretty small road now up to where we're gonna be parking. We're gonna be parking at Big Salmon Lake just because we're gonna be coming back from there the last day, and I just want to have the car as close as possible. So the plan for today is to head over to Birch Lake to camp at site 7A. After walking it fully though, it is actually a total of 8.6 kilometers that I have to hike, which was 2 kilometers more than I had originally planned. So already I've made a mistake of miscalculating the amount of walking, and with the rain that was coming down, it made it for a very slippery and long hike, because I had a ride at Frontenac around 2 p.m. Okay, well, we made it. We're beginning our hike. It's definitely muddy, definitely rainy. So see how it goes. The path is pretty much a mix of rock, roots, mud, and now because it's fall, leaves. Woo! So this is the second split. We're going to Bufflehead Trail to head to Camp 7. But so far these trails are really well marked. Slippery. Trail-wise, pretty. There's stuff on the ground that's you gotta get through, but it's fairly manageable for my first time trip. They're coming down now. But my pack looks good. Oh my god, looks ginormous. The rain is sort of refreshing right now. I know that in a couple of hours when I stop, I am gonna be freezing. This is not a very pleasing angle. Not a pleasing angle at all. We made it to some sort of clearing. Deer for sure must come here because it's very grassy. That's one messed up tree. It's really nice downhill coming up. Yeah. Oh, it's slippery. Never had to bounce with such a big backpack before. Gotta go up that way. Get to the split. Now we go this way. This trail is full of more leaves than the other ones. I'm guessing this is the river that we crossed by. And it's a selfie stick when you've got poles. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna film myself going up this thing with this. It's kind of sketch. Okay. Whew. Kind of cool. The forest definitely keeps you warm though.
pretty happy to have gotten myself a GoPro for literally today. Is totally worth it to have it. Just over halfway now. The rain hasn't stopped. I don't think it will stop. I am soaked now, and thankfully the forest sort of keeps most of the rain at bay. I'm gonna be soon turning right, and then that trail takes us to our campsite area. I think we're also gonna be close to Birch Lake, so I'll decide if I want to go venture to it today, or if just tomorrow we'll kind of take a little detour for it, check it out. And you can sort of start seeing a lake over there actually. We're definitely into some Canadian Shield right now. A snake right there just crossed my path. See if I can get it. It's just a garter snake. Bye-bye, snake. It's so green. It's amazing. Hey. Campsite 7. Here we go. That looks fresh. Very fresh. Whenever I see stuff like this, I'd like to get past it very quickly, because you don't know if there's more debris. This is very fresh. Yeah. Wow. Alright. We'll die. Okay, let's go. That's where we are right now. Almost there. We got a little bit more to go, but not super much. Maybe a kilometer or so. Must be getting close. So let's get it done. To go set up camp. It's amazing here. Ton of birds right now. Haven't seen bigger lakes. Bigger lakes means Arkham Lake is close. Okay, let's go through the sketchy bridge first. Oh my. Okay, seems made it through. Finally! Yes! Campsite 7! Oh. Almost there! It's all kind of down from here. We're making our way down to the campsite. Yes! I can set up. I'm starting to see them a little bit. The site B. I'm guessing this one coming up is mine! Finished! Oh, and look guys, we're right by the water. Perfect. So we're gonna start setting up. Yeah. So we made it to Birch Lake and we set up camp already. We They have literally like the best camping spot. The rain is really coming down, so that's been fun, but I am so wet. I might actually go for a dip in my underwear because I'm really gross. I'm gonna do water filtration now, so I'm gonna show you guys what I got. So I have a little Sawyer. So this is fill this up, and you try and make it as particle-less as possible. Obviously with the rain and stuff, it's kind of hard. Oh, fishies! Holy, I just noticed this. Oh my god, I could like grab one. Okay, that was fun. Just like this. Let me just squish it out. So now we got clean water that we can drink, I hope. Campsite's all ready to go. I'm ready to go. And yeah, I am really dirty though, so that's why I'm thinking of going in the lake. But I decided to go in the water. It's actually really refreshing after that long hike. I was so wet and like so soaked and everything. It's just nice to cool down. So there's tons of fishies here. Take a look. So it's night now. I did eat. I'm sorry I didn't film eating, but I was kind of going against time there because I decided to go for a swim. So I am fully set up in here. So I'm gonna show you. How I kind of have my tent arranged for the night, and you let me know if you do anything differently. I got my bear spray there. Not that I will use it, but if I do have to pee, there is a bathroom actually here, but it's a little bit of a walk. And underneath my rain jacket is my backpack, which I've sort of filled. Then I got a sweater here in case I want to grab it before I go to sleep. I do have some snacks that I'm gonna eat right before I sleep, so there's not gonna be much floating around here in terms of smelly stuff. We have a sleeping bag, my sleeping pillow in the corner because it's fallish weather. I've got a hat and gloves. And underneath my marmot sleeping bag, I also have a sleeping pad that's inflatable. Are outside. Where are my shoes? Shoes are outside. Got extra water that it has to be filtered there, and that's my setup. I do have my head in the higher ground so that my legs are kind of downhill slightly, and that's just the way that the tent platform is set up. But I would love to know if you guys set up your tent differently, any other tips you want to give me, or if there's anything you want me to try like setup wise. I'd be happy to try it out on my next backwoods camping trip. In the morning, if it's slightly better weather, I'll kind of walk you guys around like how I set up my tarp and everything. But I kind of hear something outside freaking me out. Anyway, supposed to rain way more. It's raining. It's a rain backcountry camping trip, so I will be getting up whenever. Tomorrow is about also 8-9 kilometers. When I had estimated this, I thought it was going to be 7, so it added an extra kilometer coming here. So I'm going to assume the same going to the second campsite. That's going to add about a kilometer extra, just because the map's not so accurate. I hope you guys have a good night, and I'm going to head to bed now. Stay tuned for part 2 of this wet backcountry saga. I am Crystal, the Outdoor Latina. I would love it if you would follow and subscribe, and I'll see you for part 2.